you're right. I've been covering personal finance my entire career, more than 10 years. And this book really was born out of a first personal dilemma in my own life. I am a breadwinner in my marriage, and we're not on the brink of divorce or anything. But the truth is that as I was about to walk down the aisle, knowing that I was the female breadwinner in the relationship, it was innocuous to myself and my husband that, this would be an issue, but I found that it was something that society and also my family was confused about and doubtful of. For example, when I told my mom that I made more than my husband, or Tim, my soon-to-be husband, she said, well, I just hope you don't have to struggle. It wasn't congratulations or we're so proud of you or isn't this great? It was like, oh, geez, really? And I didn't like the feeling that I was receiving from this very real part of my life. And it was for the first time in my entire career that I professionally and personally felt as though I didn't have all the answers for myself and for others who were in a similar situation about how to really make the marriage thrive, the relationship thrive as a female breadwinner. And the fact is that the rules are completely different. There are a lot of sensitivities that are unique to being a female breadwinner in a relationship. When I started to research the book, I discovered that when she makes more, there's a higher chance for divorce, a higher chance for infidelity. She ends up doing more housework than a woman who makes less or the same as her husband. She's more likely to quit her job entirely if she feels as though it's a threat to the relationship. He feels emasculated. So there are all of these complexities and challenges, but the good news is, as I started to research this even further, is that this relationship, this dynamic is totally winnable. It's just that the advice is not readily available. So that's where the book really comes in. The reaction was very polarizing. I would get on one end of the spectrum editors who thought this was a fabulous idea. I heard, thank you for thinking of this idea. I'm in this predicament. What a great idea. And then on the other end of the spectrum, you had women and men who felt as though this was not a non-issue. Well, what is the problem? There is no problem when she makes more. And it was then that I realized that I probably had a good idea because it was such a polarizing issue. And yes, you have people in one camp who completely relate to this, understand it, and then others who question really the fact that it's a conflict.